Hey guys, welcome back to Rick House Reviews. As always, it is Ryan.
And I am Doug.
And today we're going to review the first release from Booker's in 2025, the 01 Berries batch. Very excited about this. But before we get into it, if you guys really want to help us out, engage the algorithm. Exactly. Click below, subscribe, like, comment, share, send to all of your bourbon-loving friends. It really does help us out. Now, today we're reviewing 2501 Berries batch. I believe Barry was one of the people at Beam Distilling Company that Booker wanted to make a batch for. 7 years, 2 months, 4 days, and 62.85. So one of the lower aged batches and one of the lower proofed Booker's batches, but still should be interesting. A lot of floor 5 and floor 7 in here from the little tiny card that comes in the nice wood box. You ready to get into it?
I am ready.
So as always,
We have our algorithm of aroma out of 25 points, flavor out of 30 points, finish out of 25, buy and recommend 10 apiece, and we'll of course get into some of the specifics of that as it goes along. So, what I think?
I was a little messy.
Yeah, no, it's always fun when you start out good.
Yeah.
So, of course, this guy is going to be Berries batch, but
So a lot of warm, sweet vanilla, apparently,
mm-hmm.
and some of that Beam nuttiness, I'm guessing. Oh, that is a very inviting aroma.
Mm-hmm.
It's not super overwhelming. It's not super astringent for something that's almost 63%.
Right.
I'm not getting a lot of vanilla. I'm getting a lot of, like, warm caramel.
There you go. Yep. I was about to say that. Cooking spice, cooking sugar.
See, there I get a little bit of, like, vanilla extract,
Mm-hmm.
too, right at the end.
Don't die on me.
Ooh. That came out of nowhere.
Wow. Nice, even.
So, I had somebody... I try not to read reviews before we do this to ruin it.
Right.
But this has been out for a hot minute, so it's kind of been unavoidable. And somebody said it's like vanilla cotton candy, and then you get the Beam roasted peanutness
There you go.
on the back half and on the finish. On the nose. A little too on the nose in terms of a taste.
Okay, I can see it.
That's very brief
Nutty
up
finish.
front. It's very brief up front. But then you get the Beam nutty finish.
Mm-hmm.
The roasted peanut finish that I think you expect on a Beam product.
Oh, easily. Yeah. All right.
Wow.
And again, that doesn't linger, doesn't give you that crazy bite
No.
at the end.
But I do get a little bit of that sour finish on the back half of my palate.
All right, all right.
No, I'm being too mean.
You're being too honest,
I'm being
too nice.
mean on the finish. It got better. Yeah. Okay. I'm good if you're good.
Okay. I'm good too. Yeah.
I do one last sip to confirm.
Understandable. Yep. And of course, we've had, 2 other Bookers, but we haven't reviewed them. Or have we?
I think we did the 2404.
Okay.
But I had the 2403 before we started the channel. I bought it. So how we did it was everything I bought after January 1st.
Yep.
Counted for 2025.
Correct.
And I had bought the 2404 after January 1st.
There we go.
because Costco has gotten them late. DC Costco's gotten
Aha,
them
there we
late.
go.
So they just put the 2501 out like 2 weeks ago.
Dang.
What
do you think about your aroma score?
I gave it a 22.
Okay.
I really like it. This is near perfection for what a bourbon should smell like.
Yep.
It's warm, it's woody,
It's inviting.
it's inviting. You get some vanilla, you get some caramel notes on it.
Mm-hmm.
I would like it to smell a little darker at 63 or have a little bit more astringency at 63, but
Right.
it kind of invites you in. And it's in the upper third of aromas we've gotten on bourbon.
There we
this
go.
year.
Yeah. I mean, of the aromas, 21 out of 25 is what I went with. The flavor, I went 21 out of 20 or 21 out of 30 for the flavor.
Wow. I only gave it a 19.
Okay. I think I wanted a little bit more from it.
I wanted more vanilla. I wanted more warmth from it. I wanted the peanut flavor kind of ran over all of the delicate warm notes
Right.
that it had. So originally I was thinking something similar to 21, but then the more sips I had, the more I realized how fast the peanut ran over everything else, and I knocked it down a couple points for that,
Yep.
which is how I ended up at a 19. Because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like as we get more into it, I have been explaining, it would be here, but,
Exactly.
and kind of explaining like the flavor notes, and that's why I ended up 2 points lower than you at a 19.
Sounds good. Again, finish.
17 out of 25.
You wanted
really,
more.
I wanted more vanilla. I wanted more oak. I wanted more warmth. I didn't want that tannic peanut note that just lingers for a really, really long time.
There.
It's kind of what you expect on a bean product, but still, I think it ruined some of the more delicate notes that I feel like they were going for here.
Right.
So 17. What did you end up
I
with?
went with 21.
Wow.
The entire round. Straight 21, just because nice, easy, balance. But yeah, it just wasn't. It's missing something. And
Yeah,
I don't know
it is.
what.
It's missing something in the flavor, and then it definitely hurts. Whatever's missing hurts it on the finish. Where did you end up on buy again?
I would buy this guy at 6 out of 10. Honestly, if I could, if Costco had a bottle, I'd easily pick it up.
Yeah.
Have it on the shelf to share with friends. Have it for, special occasions. It's a good, simple sipper for sure, but it's a fuller sipper, in my
Yeah,
opinion. That I would want it for a special occasion.
I gave it a 4 on buy again.
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily think I will ever get a backup bottle of this, unless everybody loves it at bourbon night, and then I'll keep it around, because this could be one of those bottles that you're going to some place where there's people that are going to appreciate the bourbon, and you want to bring something that's not a Buffalo Trace or an Eagle Rare.
Right.
For $80 at Costco, I could see myself picking up a backup bottle to take to one of those things.
There you go. As far as recommend, I gave it a 6 out of 10.
I gave it a 6 out of 10 too. I think if you're going to get into Booker's and you're going to get into higher proof beam products, this is actually a pretty solid entry point.
Yep.
Especially if you can get it below MSRP at some place like we can at Costco.
Right.
Because Costco does do them, I think, for 80 or 85.
There you go.
Which is under MSRP.
That's awesome.
I totally agree. I really like it. That's how I get all the Bookers now, because I hate to say it, I'm not paying $100 at VABC for the box.
Understandable. Sad but true.
Yeah.
But
They really
again,
are cool.
it's a nice collectible, in my opinion, overall.
Yeah.
With that said, we are Rick House Reviews. Remember to like, subscribe, engage the algorithm, give
Yes,
us some
please.
comments, let us know how we're doing, whether or not we need to change some stuff up. We'll have a few guests hopefully coming in soon, and we'll look forward to seeing you guys next time.
Tell us what your favorite Booker's batch that you've had was below. Interested to hear the results. Anyway, guys, peace out.